Hello everybody and a very warm welcome, good afternoon, welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby, thanks for joining us. How are we even at Thursday already? Here we are, 21st of March, 21 days into National Craft Month, just 10 to go, but we continue to celebrate with you. And today's going to be a fabo day actually, because you know, for National Craft Month we have been bringing you different codes each and every week and focusing on different things. Today we focus on the thing that we've kind of been giving you the discounts on all this week, and that being mixed media. So that's really exciting. 2 fab shows today, live at 1 and 5. And later on we do have a masterclass all about mixed media, so loads of goodies to jump in and shop. You'll be able to pick up loads of mixed media goodies with that code as well, up to 30% off with the code NCM Mixed Media. And as I say, later on, with it being a masterclass, we'll make it nice and interactive. Get the questions in, anything you want to ask. If you're one of those people that goes, oh, mixed media, make sure you're asking the questions, because we want to get you involved in all of the fun. Or if you've got a particular project that you might be stuck on, that will be a good show to ask questions on. And kind of sticking down the mixed media line, we've got a brand new launch for you right now as well, which I think, well, I think you're going to love. I know you are already loving, because already almost 10% of a big stock of our main collection of these brand new masks has gone. Lots of people have been shopping before we've even got into the show, so I know it is going to be a launch you're going to absolutely want to get. And almost as if we planned it, the person who is going to be launching it loves a little bit of mixed media. Oh yes. Before we say hello to you and to our social superstar, let's say hello to the lady who's going to inspire you today. And I know she is very, very excited, A, to be back here, B, to be launching this product, and C, to be reunited with a dear old chum of hers. It is the one and only Sheena and Brian. How are you, Sheena?
I am so much better that I've got Brian back. look at what was waiting for me when I got here. He's a little bendy's pillar.
Look at him.
Debbie Robinson.
She found him under the bench.
Brian's come home.
Yeah.
Yay, we can play now. Yay!
Yay! She was a little bit worried because she used him for a project earlier in the week, and she said she got him a little bit stained. But I said, like, Brian was always a little bit.
Oh yeah, Brian. It like adds to his street cred, you know. He's just, he wouldn't be cool if he wasn't, like, you know. It's kind of his tats are sort of inking up for him, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. Sound good.
So you got Brian back, and what about this new launch? I mean, this is right up your street, isn't it?
Well, it is, and you know what? It's the thing is what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a journey, if you will. We're going to start easy peasy, lemon squeezy, like the simplest. If you like clean and you know, neat cards, they're perfect for you. But if you want to take it further down along that mixed media route and get more out of your investment, that's what we're going to look at as well. But we're going to start and we're going to progress and on the journey together.
That's what I like to hear. So again, ask any questions. We'll look at some finished samples with Sheena before we get into it all. We'll say hello to you guys as well. As I say, almost 10% of the stock already gone of these brand new masks. You're getting 11 for an incredible price. I'll show you all the designs that you're going to get, and then we'll say a few hellos. As always, we give you the options here. If you want to jump in and grab the full collection, the price, I think you'll agree, is brilliant. If you want them all, you can. If you do decide that you want to just pick and choose with these, then you can do that as well. It's wherever your budget lies, and you might just decide, okay, well, I'll just jump in and grab a few. We've got loads of different designs, as you can see here. All of these fantastic designs are coming to you in the collection. Do you know what, Nicola? That's one of my favourites as well.
The dandelions, they're lovely, aren't they? It's a nice image.
Yeah, beautiful, the little dandelion heads there. And, you know, you think about all of the kind of different mediums that you can use with these and that you'll see Sheena using over the course of the day today. It's a great set as well, Sheena, isn't it, for beginners and maybe people who are wanting to dabble in mixed media, because they're very easy to craft with, I guess, these, aren't they?
Really easy to craft with, and they do so much more than just ink through them as well, which is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be putting them through the machine. We're going to be inking with them. We're going to be inking them and creating an ink line. We're going to be embossing with them. Yeah, lots you can do with them.
And as you can see, we've got roses, we've got this one, which is your swaddles. You've got feathers in here as well, that beautiful feather. There's that stunning peony. You've also got the decorative lotus in there as well. And last but by no means least, the cherry blossom. So 11 really fantastic designs, striking designs. kind of seen in the simplest form, and this is going to be the brilliant thing about the show today, and indeed the masterclass later. You're going to pick up so many ideas with Sheena to make these, I think, one of the most versatile sets you'll ever own. If you love mixed media, you're probably already sold, you're probably already buying. If you're kind of on that fence just a little bit, we've got the perfect lady to send you off the fence and into that crafty mixed media field. We have got on the socials today, superstar Susie. Hello, Jeffrey Langley joins us saying happy Thursday. May all safe and healthy and ready to do some crafting. Yeah, says Jeffrey. I think that says yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sharon has joined us saying good afternoon, looking forward to the show. Kylie's in from Kansas. Deb Sneary says good morning all from a sunny Ohio. Hi. Carolyn Wilson says hello from Florida. Love the reminder from Willow. What a sweetie.
Oh yeah, she's very talented, you know. She she is. She's just quite the singer and quite the orator sometimes, yeah.
When the moment takes her. When she hasn't got a tennis ball in her mouth, I guess.
Well, yeah, but I should just do ventriloquism as well.
Christy Mahoney's in, Polly Coe's in from Florida. Jonelle joins us saying good morning from the Centralia. Oh, good morning from Centralia, Washington.
No, I haven't heard of that one. Yeah,
no, I
nice.
haven't. Centralia. Had to jump in and see Sheena and Ben. Hello. Alice Baker Gehrig says good morning from Orlando. Shadia's in. Morning. Morning to Gail Moore in Maryland. Marnie Pinchoff says good morning from Arizona. Mary Beth Doyle from Minnesota. Teresa Campbell is in. And Debbie Durrant says hello.
Deborah Durand.
Deborah Durand. Now, before I hand over to Sheena and we look at some finished samples, may I just remind you that because this is a launch show and we're doing this all this week, you can win yourself a mystery bag just by commenting, all right? That's all you have to do. So ask a question, say hello, get in touch. You can, whatever you want. If you just want to go, hello, you might win the bag. What is in the bag? Well, it's a mystery. Nobody knows. Only you, if you win. I mean, I don't even know why we're bothering. I mean, what is the... someone will win. So comment away. We'll do the draw about 15 minutes before the end of the show. All right, let's get into it. Approaching 10% of the stock gone. Let's have a look at these with Sheena. So many masks, so little time, Sheena.
Absolutely. There are a lot to play with in this bundle. You know what I like? They're very different images as well. So we're going to pack in as much as we can. We're going to start easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as I said. And let's start with the lotus, because I just love that. Let me show you how intricate these are. So when you get them out, they're a really good, sturdy, heavyweight mylar. And they will dry emboss as well. Let me show you what I mean. So we might not have time to do that, but this here was created by putting just 2 of the feathers into my Gemini with my sandwich, with the embossing mat.
Okay.
And that is the kind of impression you're going to get with them. So you can kind of, in effect, make your own embossing folders with them as well. So don't think that they're just for inking through. So that's something just to think of there. You know, we haven't even seen any samples yet.
I know we haven't.
Should we look at some samples?
Well, it's up to you. I was following your lead, Sheena. So.
You know what, Ben? And my head's everywhere. Yeah, I've got to say, I can't hear out my left ear again.
No.
Oh, man. What am I like?
So if I shout today, that's the reason why, because I'm on Sheena's left, obviously.
It's, and it's all kind of like sent me, and it's Thursday, it's messing with my head.
I know.
How's that going to work? Right,
Doesn't bode well, does it?
On there, or we're going to do overhead. What would you prefer? All right, fantastic. So let me give you some inspiration here. So you can see, you can just use 1 or 2 colours, ink through them, make a really nice, simple card there. Or you can mix up the colours. Same stencil, just mixing up your inks. We're going to blend through them. That's that gorgeous swirl. So can you see how we're getting progressively a little bit more fancy with them?
Yeah.
So that is, even I can cut that out, Ben. That's even within my ability to cut out. Isn't that gorgeous? That's the mandala that we're going to use. It's like the lotus mandala. And I love this. So also making, using aspects of them to make your cards like that. So you don't have to use the whole image there. I love this as well. Look how cool that is with the wording cut out of the image. Fabulous samples. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to play with. So really, really, really achievable for any level. You can do this. These are so doable.
Yeah.
Quick as well, really quick. And then we've got a bit of embossing with them. Look at that, bit of shimmer sprays with them. We've got, I love that's that peony. We've got, use them with the glitter piece as well.
Yeah. As with stencils, I always think masks are a great place to start as well, aren't they? If you're new to crafting, they're very easy to create stunning looking cards, aren't they?
Yeah, and here's the thing, if that was a stamp, that would the cost would go way up, because you're gonna, the material, it would cost a lot more, but you're gonna get this cool look, just the same, with a mask,
I mean, how
so
good
it
is that?
keeps the price down.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? And then look at as we move on, how gorgeous is that? But let me compare these two, that one, all right, and then look at that one for Moody. How cool is that? So that's just a background.
Brilliant.
So when you're making all these cool backgrounds, or if you're going to use a backing paper, this is on a backing paper. So all those fabulous backing papers that you've got in your stash, or that, or on special on the website, check them out.
Yeah.
Because then all you're going to do is go over with them with some ink. We might have to look for some backing paper at some point and do something like that today. That is, I just love that. It's fabulous. So we've got so many to go through. Again, just one colour, little spot colour in the centre. And also, not just 4 cards, if you want to go, excuse me, 3D, excuse me, you can as well. Ben, I'm going to have to hand back to you.
That's all right. You hand back whilst you get a drink. Very busy for these already. I can see people shopping. I can see people telling me they are jumping in and grabbing them. Teresa's joined us. Jane says, Jane Quayle. I've just smashed her name together and come up with jail. Sorry, Jane Quayle. Says, hello, everyone, at home today with the lurgy. Oh, the lurgy. It's been doing the rounds here as well, I tell you. Touch wood. So far, so good. Mistress Dow says, good afternoon from a very sunny and quite warm Camden. Nanny to the girls says, hi from central Wisconsin. It's not warm here today. We are getting a nice day tomorrow, the bloke on the radio said this morning, so fingers crossed for that. Do we trust the bloke on the radio? Well, he's local. He's a local radio station, so I trust him more than, like, you know, one of the national ones. Carol G says, good afternoon from an overcast Yorkshire. Brian is back. Yes, guess who's back? Back again. Brian's back. Tell a friend. Wendy Graham says, good afternoon. Ben, Sheena, Team Social, all the crafters, and not forgetting Brian. Lynn Bledsoe's in Indiana. Thea's in saying, hoi, 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 Thea. And Jeanette says, I cannot wait to go on this journey. I love Sheena tutorials because I always learn so much. Sharon's watching in the car in North Carolina. And Tracy Harris says, hi, Sheena, Ben and crew. Happy Thursday. Please, please, please ask any questions, because this is the lady to ask. If you're stuck when it comes to mixed media, you couldn't ask for anyone better as far as I'm concerned. So please ask. If you want to get these but you're not sure about something, again, please ask, because we want to send you away with the goods and you know what you're doing with them. You know, it's silly if you take them away and you go, oh, I don't know how to use these. Or ask the questions so you go away with all the information and all the ideas. But we're very busy, so go as fast as you can. All right, let's go back. Are you okay now?
I am, yes. This might happen quite a bit because there's this stupid thing that's hanging on. So I apologise. So be ready for more of that.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm poised and ready to jump in.
It's like a coiled spring.
I am.
So what, the first thing is these are super, super delicate and super intricate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some stick and spray, Ben, to adhere them to the background that I want to ink around. So this is where you want one of your spray booths. I have a gorgeous spray booth that was gifted to me, made with all my Bella Luna papers from Gaz. Absolutely gorgeous. So, but if you haven't, a box or a piece of card that you're going to assign to that will work as well. But what that's going to do is just going to stick that, it's going to attach it on a temporary basis to your card. And the card I'm using is watercolour card. It's my go-to card. If I don't mention it, just know that it'll be watercolour card. And then we are going to do a bit of inking. So let's use some opaque inks. Let's choose a couple of colours here. Let's go turquoisey aqua colour. I'm going to pick out one of my blending tools here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just anchor this down a little bit, just in case it does, you haven't stuck it, you know, that much. You don't want that much on there, stick and spray, that you're going to leave a residue, hopefully. Just a little bit, just to anchor it in place. And this is what you're going to do. This is how difficult it doesn't need to be. That's it. We're just going to ink like this. Now, what looks really lovely is if you can blend out a little bit, blend out that so you get a really diffused edge rather than a hard edge around the outside of your image. So I'm going for darker in the centre and lighter in around the outside, which means I'm applying, when I've re-inked my re-inker, I'm going to the centre of that image again and then moving out towards the outside. I don't want to go directly to the outside because that will put too much ink on the outside of this lotus, and I want that to blend out and kind of diffuse into almost nothing in an ethereal fashion. Bit like me when I leave a room, you hardly know I've left or I've been there because I'm so delicate and quiet. It's like a ghost, like a thief in the night. I'm just like there and I'm gone.
You never know when she's coming or going or where she is because she's just floats around. Like the breeze.
Absolutely. So then you can see, now we've got that there. Now you could put another colour on there if you want, but you know what, I'm not going to. I'm going to just show you how cool this is going to look just with one colour. Now I'm going over now to reinforce the centre of this and just to press down in here so I know that I've still caught all those little nooks and crannies. So whatever blend into it, I like these round ones. It's old school. I keep coming back to these. You could use the little finger daubers if you like that, or one of the rectangular ones, or the egg shape, whatever is your dauber of choice. And then I'm going to peel this back carefully. Now this is where you're going to hope that you haven't put a ridiculous amount of stick and spray on there, and that's how simple and how effective that can be.
So good.
And then you pop that on your card like that. So I said we're going to start off as easy peasy as you can get, and I think it doesn't get much more simple but effective than that. So that's number one. Done.
I mean, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked because that was literally 3 minutes. If that card, done. Anyone can do that. Simple as you like. And isn't this brilliant? That's why this, again, is for everybody. Even if you've never used a mask before, that's what you can do. As simple as that. Get your ink dauber, get your mask, boom, made a card. Super quick. Pop on a little sentiment. Incredible, right? But then you've got all of the different ways that you're going to see with Sheena using these too. A few comments and we'll come back for more. Judy B's looking forward to the inspiration. Ginger said, good morning. My favourites today, Miss Sheena. I love watching your demos and I love watching Ben presenting. Thank you. LQM's in San Jose. Amanda Stockham is in. It's a dull day here in Yorkshire, but I'm looking forward to some crafty inspiration. Can we have a bit of Bruce Forsyth, Ben?
All right, my love. All right, Amanda. Good game, my love. Nice to see you, Amanda. To see you. Nice.
All Things Wonderful says, I cannot wait to see what Sheena creates. She's such an inspiration. I could never create something as good as Sheena, but I try. Here's the thing. You could do that. Definitely do that. And it's not, the thing is, it's never a competition. You know, you craft along at your level. As long as you're enjoying it, the more you do, the better you're going to get, the higher your confidence goes, and soon you'll be doing stuff that you never have thought possible. That's what I would say about crafting, and especially with these masks. Sherry Miller says, I cannot mask my admiration for dear Sheena and her talent.
Oh.
Get it?
Got it.
And Pat says, Brian should be well rested. Debbie had him take a very long nap. There's loads of comments coming. Shall we see a little bit more with Sheena? Shall we? Shall we? Come on then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up for that. Okay, so let's do another one. Now I have to thank Debbie for helping me with these cards. How cool is that?
That is amazing.
So you can see how you can make the big, bold cards. So this is the next one we're going to look at. We're going to just same thing, but we're going to take it a little bit further. You'll see we're building on that. Okay. So again, first thing we're going to do is take our dandelion out of the packaging. That would be the packaging.
That would be the package, yeah.
That's the word. And then we're going to do the same. And now, of course, because they're reversible, you can decide which way you want them. You can have them that way or the other way. It depends on, you know, you just spray one side or the other.
Yeah.
That's the beauty, again, of masks. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick spray. Not too much, just enough to hold that. And best if you can let that evaporate a little bit. Let that little carrier evaporate. And then we will carefully place this where we want it on that, and yeah, that'll do there. In fact, let me see. I might move it across just ever so slightly. It's going to be stay tacky, and you know what? It just can go off the paper as well.
Yeah.
Don't think it has to, you know, all be on there. I'm going to take the stalks a little bit off there. I want them. Yeah, that's better. I'm happier there. I'm happy now.
Okay.
Right, we can continue. Yes, so that's that sorted. The next thing is we're going to use some inks to blend around the background. So we've got an option. We've got the opaque and we've got the duets on the show as well.
Okay.
Any blendable inks in the background would work a treat.
Yeah.
But I think let's use the duets this time. Let's use the duet in Midnight Mist.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a bit of Sailor's Wake.
Yes.
And I'm going to use some Spring Buds. And Spring Buds. Yes, that was a bit of the the Royal and Langnickel.
Royal and Langnickel.
Now, bear with, I just need my my glycerin, which is here somewhere. Because the reason being, because I'm using the duetting pads. Yeah. They do blend a little bit better with glycerin. I've got it here. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick. If you can use the brushes are fabulous, but not everyone has the brushes. No, so I'd like to show you how to blend them if you don't have the brushes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to take some of this the Spring Buds. Yep. I'm going to splodge it on my mat, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this glycerin, pick up the colour, and then I'm going to start towards the centre where I want to always put the light colour on first. Okay, go light to dark. You can darken a colour really easily, but you won't be able to put the light and the bright back. Yeah. Okay. Because they're translucent, the one colour is always going to sit on top of the other, so you won't get that vibrant, juicy green back in the centre if you don't lay that colour down first and then move from there. So we're now going to pop some of the slightly darker colour and we're going to work out. Same deal. So just continue like that and just move out now. Ooh. And I just want to keep some of that bright colour in the middle. Yeah. Like this, and just continuing like this. So I can go a little bit darker if I want, because I'm going to go to the dark blue around the outside. So I want these little guys to look like they're kind of glowing in the centre, as Debbie has on that gorgeous card. And I think that works a treat. Now, I'm just going to pick up a little bit onto my blending tool. Now, you'll know if you need some more glycerin on there, but if you do, take the colour out of the applicator. In fact, I'm going to use a blue one now because I've got a lot of green on there to pop some of the darker colour on this. We are approaching 20% of the stock gone. Sheena, do you know what? The comments that I've seen so far, the likes of Emma and also Wendy, and I know you said you're going to take us on a bit of a journey, but the likes of Emma and Wendy have bought because of the first simple demo. Yes, because they've gone, hang on a minute, I can do that. Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it, you know? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go in all in and full on mixed media and go, well, you can do this, because I love to think outside the box. But when you get something that is so effective and so simple, start with that, then go outside the box. That's when you go, start with why make it more difficult when you you don't have to make it look great. And to do something simple like you did in that first demo, it still looked incredible, didn't it? Yeah, it looked fantastic. But what I like is something that's going to grow with you. And going to just like, oh, can I do this with it? Well, let's do a different technique. Yeah. Let's do this with it. And then you can just keep experimenting and building on it and having fun with it. That's the thing. I like something that I think, oh, I wonder if, what would happen if I did that? Or let's try that. And that to me is fun, that I've still got things to discover with it. Yeah. That's it. That is such a good point, and that's where this is brilliant. Used in its simplest form, amazing, but then, especially when you watch the shows with Sheena today, you'll go away armed with so many ideas that you can then try down the line. And if you look at some of Sheena's demos today and go, oh, that looks a little bit more technical, well, don't do that one first. Do some of the more simple demos, get your confidence up, and then try all of the the fancier ones. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Even the fancy ones, I've put a big splodge of colour on there in me haste, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and what I was going to suggest anyway, and this is not just because that's happened, I need to blend that out a little bit more. Now, I'm going to be a long time trying to get everything as intense as that dark blue. But what I was going to suggest as well is, because you've got, a lot of us don't have just one type of ink pad. Yeah. You know, you've got your duets, but you've also probably going to get your have your water reactives, and you've got your opaque pigments. You've got them; they all play together. So it's unlikely when I'm crafting, I'm going to be using any particular one in isolation.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to go now quickly and reach for a water reactive in a dark in the midnight, and I'm going to go around the outside with that.
Love the dandelion, says Marnie. I enjoy using masks, says Jeanette, and I can definitely lay down ink. Rosalind says, saving the videos to use with my other masks. Lynn's joined us. Donna's in saying, good morning, Ben and Sheena from Florida. These masks have so much creative potential. And what a price as well. What a price for 11 masks. I think it's, hopefully within everyone's budget. And Shaz says, I've never used masks as I always thought they'd be too difficult. But these have now gone in my basket. Thank you, Sheena.
Oh, brilliant. I'm so pleased. Well done. You're going to love them. I mean, literally, we're not done. We always say we're going to have a little bit more play with this. So what I've done is exactly as I've said. It feels to me a bit artificial just sticking to that thing. Like I said, in a real crafting scenario, I wouldn't be using that in isolation. I'd go, right, that's going to mix with that, and that's going to make that look better. And look at how much better that looks now with that addition of the water reactive, because that just has that extra, that darker pop of colour that then draws my eye more towards the centre. And then the next thing you can do is you can take another stencil, like this one, these ones that we have on later as well, and I'm going to take a wipe here now. These are quite strong because the household like the wipes for, like wiping up kind of thing. But this is where your, like a baby wipe would be a good thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to carefully go over just some areas here, and we're going to full bleach some of these little leaves out in the background to give it a little bit of texture. Now on Debbie, she's used the circles from the Garden Visitors stencil.
Yeah.
But because we've got these on the show later, I thought, we'll try and see what kind of effect we get with the leaves, because I think the leaves, they tie in with that theme, don't they? With the, outdoor, with the, with that.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're just going to go over and you're best off having a drier application and doing it slowly than too wet, because if it's too wet, it's going to just seep under all those lines, and you're going to lose the definition. Circles are easier because you don't have to worry about the definition as much because it's a circle. Yeah. But when you've got like veins in the leaf and things, you really do have to have a little bit more patience and just build it up a little bit like that. And then you can lift up,
this is great,
see what you've got. And I don't want it all the same intensity either, Ben. I want some lighter, some darker, which is why I'm just having a look and trying to anchor it as I'm going, so I can just keep checking, because stencils, they never look like anything's happening until you lift it away.
That's so good.
And then you've got that really pretty leaves flying in the background. But wait, there's more. There's more.
All right, Jimmy Cricket.
I sound like the shopping telly, like infomercial.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
I watch too much telly, don't I?
I know what you mean, though.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this off here like that. Now tell me you can't do that. Tell me you could do. You can do that.
So, yeah. You
can do that.
Achievable.
You can do that. And then you're going to just mount that up. I'm not going to do the background, which you can if you want, but that's going to mount up on something like this, like that. And then you've got your, this is where all these gorgeous dyes that we've had on shows before are going to work perfectly like this in the background. Now, on here, I could use those same colours and stencil the background. And create the code. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Might as well just pop
just
it on
whilst you're doing that, and this question always comes up, and it's always a valid one. Marion Shipman, she says, what type of glycerin do you use?
You know what? Vegetable glycerin. Just go to your local pharmacy, look online, and just look for vegetable glycerin. And it's there. And it's all, that's it. It's nothing special. And it's cheap as anything. It's really, really cost-effective thing to go for. And so, and you'll use it in so many different ways. I use it a lot. And if you have trouble blending inks, like any inks, sometimes some people find some things easier than others, and some people struggle a little bit with different things. It does make things a lot easier to blend. So that was just what was left on there, Ben. Let's stick this together, and then we've got a complete card. So we'll work through.
Yeah, Ginger's
like
just asking, do you clean these like stencils as well?
Yeah, I would. These wipes that I've got, you know, like a baby wipe,
Yeah.
something like that, or pop them in a bit of soapy water. But what I would say is be careful, blot them, don't rub them.
Right.
Because when you rub them, you've got more chance of, you know, of bending them. You don't. That's definitely what you don't want to do is bend your stencil, because if you do, then it's hard to get them back into shape. So blotting, you know, get some kitchen paper.
Yeah.
And when that, let them dry in between like a couple of bits of kitchen paper that you're going to, you know, blot them with, and that would work a treat like that. And then we'll pop that on there.
Very good.
So we've used Debbie's technique and Debbie's colour scheme and the main element, but this is exactly what I was saying about inspiration when you look online.
Yeah.
You could like join the inkets, you'll see these on there, you'll see any of the other things, and also Crafters Companions, stunning samples, you know, because they're they're online as well from the guys, the design team, and change them up, use the main kind of recipe, but tweak it a bit, yeah?
Yeah, why not?
And then you've got your own kind of version. I'm trying to do this really quickly, and I would use a wet glue with that. Should have used a bit of wet glue onto my mat, and then I usually pick it up from there. But just to put that on just enough so you can see what you're going to get. There's a quick, effective card.
Good.
And how simple.
Yeah.
A couple of, 3 inks and a mask. What? No stamp required.
And this is the thing, right? I feel like demo 1, amazing, very simple, easy, achievable for everybody. Loads of people going, these are in my basket. Demo 2, little bit more, but you know, still very achievable for everybody. And this is the point. I always say about stencils is I think stencils are not in present company, but sometimes overlooked. But you think of like what you can do with a stencil and how great to start off crafting with one of those. It's the same with these. Already you've seen like 2 fantastic ideas. Yes, simple, yes, achievable, but that's why I'd be jumping in to grab them. And as we're going to be hanging out with Sheena for the rest of the day today, wait till you see what more you can do. There's some questions coming in, so we'll do those before we have just a little break. And loads of lovely comments. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget, the more you comment, the more questions you ask, the more chance you've got of winning our mystery bag. Pat says, I love that idea that you can use different inks with these masks. And I know Sheena is always so inspirational, and it's not as difficult as I thought it would be. Kimberly says, I always use multiple mediums when I'm playing with background colours and stamping images. The variety allows me to experiment more creatively. Tracy's got to go to work, but she says, have had lots of fun watching Sheena. Thanks for dropping by, Tracy. Bridget says, I need these masks. Well, get these masks if you can. If you can't stretch the full collection, don't forget you can get them all individually. I'll recap on them all for you as well. This is great, says Teresa. I'm learning. So many very good tips. Sal Boyd says, good morning. Hello. Marnie's in. Lynn says, wow. Jeanette says, gorgeous. 3 questions, 1 I can answer. Pat says, can we use the weekly discount code for this item? Official answer would be no, because it's always standard T's and C's, so you can't use on new launches. However, sometimes things do slip through the net. So my tip from the top here is, if you're unsure, just put the code in, right? Just put the code in, NCM Mixed Media, give it a go. You will see the things it will be able to work on the website. There's a designated section for mixed media items, but this shouldn't work. But there's tons of other items you can get 30% off, and tons of other items you can get a 30% discount on that will work with the brand new mask. So that is definitely worth looking at. 2 questions for you, Sheena, if we can, before we have a break. So Marion was asking about the glycerin. She says, how do you know when you need to use glycerin?
If the your applicator is dragging across the surface of the card, or if you're getting like lines and it's not moving, if the ink isn't moving and you can't get it to blend, that's when to add a little bit of glycerin.
Okay. And always a good question from Jackie, who says, what is the difference between a mask and a stencil? Okay,
that's a good one. So here's the thing. That's a stencil where you've got the pattern is cut into the mylar, so the pattern's like inside it. That's a mask, so that the pattern is it's the outside as well. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that could be solid. That all could be solid and blocked in, and it would be a mask. So it's kind of the bits that fall out of there, if you imagine. Stencil would be the innie, the mask's the outy bit.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, but it's a great question. Great question. Kendall's joined us. Good morning. Who's shopping for what? I know we're very busy. Almost 20%, and it will be more gone in a minute because we did a break. We are, aren't we? Yeah, we are doing the break. So we'll give you a chance to check out. But anything that you want to see, I know Sheena's got so much to show us, but if there's anything you want to see, anything you want to see again, any questions you want to ask as far as what mediums you can use, then please do ask. Quick look at these, and I want to show you the pigment ink pads that we've got as well. But these are all the designs, all included in the collection for £32 is incredible value. This is the one that Sheena's just used. So if you decide that perhaps you want to pick a few, you can use, of course, the ones that Sheena's crafting with. So the Decorative Lotus, I should say, was the first one. But you've also got in here that beautiful peony. That feather is stunning. And again, you've got some really fantastic designs. And, you look at this again, simply just by applying the ink, applying a sentiment, bit of matching and layering, you're done. I have a funny feeling I might be using these in an upcoming episode of the old Moseby's Makes, because even this guy's looking at it and going, I like to do a little bit. And you always say, well, if Ben can do it, I can do it. I am excited about these because I know the kind of things that I would want to be trying out. And that's the point again. Don't be afraid of these. I would think, buy them and have fun and think about all the things you're going to be able to do with them, all the confidence that Sheena's going to give you today and all the ideas that you can take away from the show. And of course, when you get back, start simple. And when you've got your confidence up with these, that's when you can then progress almost onto sort of the next level of Sheena, if you like. But if you're already very confident with your mixed media, you've probably already bought these anyway. You probably don't even need me to talk around them for you. We have got pigment ink pads on the show for you as well. So I thought I heard an ice cream van. It is not the weather for ice cream, is it?
Is that what it is?
That was an ice cream van.
I was wondering why with it. I thought the noise was the back of my head.
Yeah. Well, I stopped there for a second.
The mothership's back.
Yeah, the mothership. Having said that, up here it's about, 4 or 5 degrees today? Probably is the weather for ice cream up here. Is it 10 degrees? Is it?
Oh, it doesn't feel it.
Don't feel it. I've got radiators on and all sorts in here. Anyway, pigment ink pad. So great for use with your masks, and we've put together a lovely collection of colours for you. Shop the day for this deal if you want to jump in and grab it. Great price on these as well, just £23.20 or £35.20 if you're platinum. Great little starter bundle. Yeah, if you've never tried these before, get in and give them a go. It is nigh on half price if you're platinum, but you've got your plum jam. You've also got your pink tulip in here. And again, colours which we think will work really nicely and blend together really, really well. So spring meadow. Always a favourite is the ocean blue. Firm favourite with a lot of people is the parakeet. And then you've got your Bordeaux. You've got the beautiful, stunning, super juicy, super bright orange. You've got your lemon tonic, again, another firm favourite with a lot of people. And then we finish with your twilight grey. So 9 colours there, worth adding into your basket, like we said, A, for stocking up, because if you've already got them, you know how good they are. But if you want a good starter bundle, that is a good place to be. We are buzz busy. The questions are coming. The comments are coming. Lynette's bought, Emma's bought, Stephanie's bought. You're going to have to be quick because this is flying. We'll see you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee. And flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me, and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts, and then grab my tea.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat, then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Quarter of the stock's gone. The showstopper? There is no showstopper. What are you talking about? Quarter of the stock of the collection's gone. Showstopper? What is showstopper? Hey? Who? What? Got showstoppers on the brain, me. The collection's flying. Everyone's loving it. I think people have already been inspired about how easy these are to use, and that's the great thing having Sheena here, is she can show you the simple, and then she can take you on that journey and show you how you can kind of progress with these, build your confidence with them, and just create the most amazing projects. So if you're buying, stick with us, and do come back tonight as well, because we've got the Mixed Media Masterclass, where we will be showing these again, OVs. If we've got any left, because if they keep going at this rate, they'll be gone. £32, $48. Lots of love coming in. I'm learning to say, I can't do that. I'm learning to not say I can't do that, says Wendy. I'm now trying things and sometimes surprise myself. I love using the Beautiful Blooms collection. And that's the same with these, isn't it, Sheena? Don't say, oh, I can't. Say, yes, I can, because you can.
Well, I think, you know, the thing is, and fair comment, you look at the finished results and you think, wow, that looks stunning. That must have been a lot of skill, a lot of work, a lot of time. And then you see it and you go, what?
Yeah.
I can do that? Easy peasy. And that's what we're doing. We're just building on what we've just done.
Yeah. Lovely, says Pat. I'm so happy that Sheena's showing different levels of techniques that we can use. Beth Ross Lucas says, I'm joining late as I'm taking a break from work. I'll have to save this show to watch later. I'm anxious to see what Sheena will do with the masks because I purchased them through HSN and have given them a play, but need more inspiration. Well, Beth, make sure you save this show. We guarantee inspiration. Already had lots. There's more to come and later on as well. Lynette says, I've checked the masks out. So Lynette's got on Lynette Price. Emma Thrower's just ordered the collection. Well done. Stephanie says, I've got the masks and the seasonal credit card dice from yesterday in my basket. Lisa, cartload is tomorrow. Yes, it is. We've changed things up this week. We've just keep you on your toes. You know, we don't like to settle you in too easily because you just then get a bit complacent, don't you? You go, oh, Sheena Wednesdays, cartload Thursdays. No, we just like to mix it up a bit. I think only for this week we've changed it. Then we're going back to normal. Or are we? just to kind of throw things up in the air just a little bit. Coming very soon, Sheena Monday.
What? That would never work.
Well,
that's really messing with me head. I'm still like, what's going on with Thursday?
Yeah.
Monday?
The next thing you're going to tell me they're going to try and do at some point, Sheena Tuesday.
No,
I mean,
that's too far.
That's, silly,
That's too
isn't it?
much.
Yeah.
Too much.
No.
Too much.
Vivian says, I've ordered as I'm fascinated sitting here in Newcastle upon Tyne. Hello to Jane from south of France. Hello to Laurel from South Carolina. And let us have a little demo, yes, with Sheena before we get to the top of the hour. I can't believe we're 45 minutes in already. I'll throw a question to you whilst we come over. Would the glycerin method work with the gold shimmer ink pads also?
Try it. Easy peasy, that's the easy way to try it. If they, I would say yes. The only thing is if you've got an ink pad with a metallic, with a powder, with a mica, anything like that in it, it can get stuck in the blending tool.
Right.
That's the only thing. But if you use it with a blending tool anyway, the glycerin's not going to make any difference. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right then. Okay, let's see another one. So what I've done, just to save a little bit of time, I've stuck the gorgeous peony off the side of the card. See, we're going a little bit asymmetrical. I love that. So it doesn't have to be right in the middle. It looks more interesting. Try putting them just coming up the side, on the other side, even from the top. Mix it up.
Yeah.
You can. And of course you can turn them round as well. So stick and spray on there. What I've done is I've used the little dauber here, and I'm going in between these little bits here because we're going to colour this in, this little, this floral. And I want to colour it in different colours to the background. So by using this little one, like this around here, the little teeny to get into those little bits and pieces around the centre, I've got the dark colour where I need it to be. And then I'm going to use my blending tool. This might be a little bit dark, but we're going to try it. And I'm going to take some ink out of here, and I'm going to use some ocean blue. And I will pop a little bit of glycerin because I want this to be quite pale. Okay, in there as well.
Yeah.
What the glycerin is going to do is just make it a lighter version as well, so you can build up with that. You can always get a piece of card, scrap piece of card, and give it a try as well. See how light or dark, and take some extra off there before you go to your project. So what I want to do is I want to go around the outside now and just diffuse this, just blend it out. I'm not worried about getting a little bit of blue into this leaf area because I do want to colour them green, but you know what? Blue and paler green is going to just make a darker green.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're fine with that. So I've got that around the outside, and that's basically, jobs are good and ready to move on. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do the trickier bit first. Let's do the flowers. So I'm going to use some in the opaque, the lemon tonic, and the orange. And we'll go in with the lemon again first. And again, don't worry about getting fancy with blending these. I'm literally just going to put some like that.
Whack it on.
Whack it on, yeah. You know, it's going to look cool anyway. So let's pop a little bit of the yellow. Try and make sure you get into all those little bits and nooks and crannies so you get a nice sharp image. So go over and over it again to get that darker version. Yeah. Like that. I think we're good to go there. And then we'll go in with the orange. So now again, just going up to that outside area. Yeah. And this is where those little daubers are fabulous for that.
What was your first colour, the blue? Was that the parakeet, was it?
That was, no, it was the ocean blue.
Ocean blue. So you've got all the colours that you're using are in the bundle that we've got on the show.
Yeah, they are. They're in the bundle. Yeah, that was
so
just absolutely fab, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, just going around. I haven't even inked this up again because there's enough on there just to get that bit of colour on that one.
3 great colours you're using there. Doesn't the orange and the lemon tonic just
aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
Well, this is the amazing Deborah Durand who's been playing here for me, and I'm going to pop a tiny touch of blue in there. And I'm not worried. You know what? I've got a little bit of blue in that, but if you're quick, you sometimes can just blend it out, and it just, you know, in nature you get the reflection of different colours against the next colour anyway. So don't get too hung up about, oh, I got a touch of blue on that. It's fine. It's all good. Right, I think we're good with that. I'm going to get the green now into the mix for the foliage. And again, just try a little bit, just a little bit careful here to keep that to those leaves.
Yeah, so this is the spring meadow, isn't it?
It is spring meadow, thank you, Ben, yeah. And then just the edge of that blender there, just to get that. But you know what, like I say, don't get too worried about it blending over the edge a little bit, because it kind of adds to the cool look of it sometimes. You know, it'll look cool anyway. And we're nearly there. And also, if you got some of that blue into these into the leaf area, it's just going to look a little bit of a darker. In fact, I could go over and do that with a little bit of the blue here and there and darken some of these leaves, give them a little bit more shading if you want. But it's up to you. You know, you don't have to.
And this is where these little ink daubers are kind of coming into their own, really, aren't they?
Oh, yeah,
It'd be
they're
worth getting some
perfect.
if you haven't got them.
Yes, because you think you managed with them, but you really couldn't get this done with the other ones because they're just too, they're too clumpy.
Yeah.
So let's pop the lid on there. I'm making you wait now for the reveal, you see.
Here we go.
Ba, ba, bam, building up the tension. And then...
And we'll show you the big reveal after this break.
So what you can do, you could splash some water on there and things for the background if you want to do a little bit of something like that. Or you can just pull that away like that, and then you've got that really pretty, like that. And then that's going to sit on there. And how easy was that, really?
So...
You saw, and how quick, how pretty, quick, effective. Why make it more difficult?
Do you know what you said earlier on really sticks, actually? Because, again, and a lot of people I'm sure are thinking this, if you'd have seen that without seeing Sheena do it, you'd be like, oh, I can't do that. That's impossible. There's no way I could do that. But having sat or stood and watched the last few minutes, I mean, that's so achievable for everyone, Sheena, isn't it?
That's so I love. This is why it's a great product, because this is my favourite kind of craft product. It works straight out the box with very little effort, and it looks amazing. But it grows with you. Yeah. There's more you can do with it, which we're going to be exploring as we go along. Still more to do with them.
Yeah, and isn't it brilliant? If you've been following from the start, I feel like each demo is just, you know, a little bit extra. I wouldn't say, you know, any more sort of difficulty if you're not going, oh, I couldn't do that. But each little demo, Sheena's done a little bit more. So again, if you want to kind of build your confidence with this collection, you're doing it. You're following the demos that Sheena's doing, and you're just adding a little bit more, doing something slightly different each and every time. And again, making you more confident with these, thus you getting the most out of this particular kit of masks. Crafty Angie says, Ben, I've just ordered the masks. Yay! Yay! Gail says, I love the designs of these masks. They're brilliant, aren't they? And you've got so many. I'll show you them all again in a minute. So many different designs for all sorts of different occasions. And Sherry Miller says, Sheena makes all of us artists. She does.
Well, I hope so. That's you are absolutely are. You know what? It's like everything. You just get that little bit of couple of tips and tricks that you might go, I didn't know that, and that's it. You're off and running.
Dawn LaValle says, good morning, Ben and Sheena. Hi, everyone from New Hampshire. Hello. Hello also to Vivian, who says, I've ordered these. I'm fascinated sitting here in Newcastle. Marnie Pinchoff says, I love this. I love all of the colours, like spring on a card. So beautiful. And C. Lee has a question. She says, Sheena, you are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
If only I could even get the hang of inks and blending, it would be a start. We're back to glycerin again, but this is fine. Did you use glycerin with the quick dry ink, says C. Lee?
Quick dry inks. I don't know if I've tried them with the quick dry inks. In theory, they should just extend them and make them dry slower, because that's what glycerin does. So give it a try. Yeah, if you've got them, literally splodge some of your ink on there, give it a go. If you've got time today, I'll grab one and we'll have a look and see how it blends. In fact, if Ben's going to talk now, I'll go and grab one and we'll have a try.
Okay. There's so much love coming in, and well, they're flying out the door. They're flying. Masks, get. Pigment ink pad selection, get, and then you can get that that last project that Sheena did, you can do, and those finger daubers as well, absolutely worth going for. Those are still in stock. I don't think they're on the shop, any of the shows today, but if you type in ink daubers, they do come up in the little search bar. These are all the designs that you guys were chatting about, saying how much you you love these. So all of these you're going to get within this set. Love the feather. I think that's really cute, like little peacock feather, isn't it? Almost there with a little little eye. You've then got the dandelion heads. Sorry, producer Nicola just asked me if I can make a peacock noise. They do go like that. Yeah, they do make that noise. Did you ever doubt that I would be able to make a peacock noise? Anyway, butterflies. Got to have a butterfly mask in there, and you have. Then you're going to get your beautiful echinacea, or as Craig calls it, the cornflower. I always think that sounds like a Yorkshire flower, doesn't it? Echinacea. Then you're going to get your hearts. I mean, again, how stunning is that? Quick, easy Valentine's card, done. Whether you're just adding a bit of ink through or whether you're using multiple inks, sentiment on there, maybe a little decorate it up with some, little florals as well if you want. But it's really, really quick and easy. Bit of matting and layering. You are done. Roses, beautiful swaddle. You've got the feather. This one is just called feather. What kind of feather is that? It's like a bird feather. Then you've got the peony. This is your mandala. Oh, no, it's not. It's your lotus. Looks mandala-y. And then you've also got the blossom on there as well. Did you grab a quick dry?
I did. I can do that and show you right now.
Let's have a look.
Okay. So I did look, that's quick dry. If you can do that with quick dry, winner, right? I've picked even darker colour. Take your colour out like that, okay? Pop some glycerin, right? Now, I need a little thing, bear with, that's it, on there. And then pick up your glycerin like that.
Yeah.
Pick up your quick dry.
Yeah.
Pop it on there like that.
Yeah.
And blend. Look at that. It's blending like anything. That is blending very, very nicely. So if that's like a quick dry ink, and we can get it to blend like that with a little touch of glycerin.
Nice.
And then if you want, there's so much ink on that. I'm going to take some off. If you want to blend that out even more, just take some off, blend it, blot it onto your mat, and then you can blend it out and get it to even lighter. This is so intense. Look at this. That is, if I can get that kind of ombre effect with the ink that's meant to dry super quickly with a little bit of glycerin.
Love it.
Get your glycerin, for sure.
Get your glycerin. Roll up. Any old glycerin will do. It's worth having some. Robin says, did anyone know what colour ink Sheena was using? She was using the Lemon Tonic, Orange, Parakeet?
I use Ocean Blue.
And Spring Meadows.
Oh,
the
bundle.
In the bundle. Yeah, almost as if we planned it. You just think we throw these shows together, don't you? But oh no. Oh no. Here is, hello. Here's something which is proving very, very popular indeed. And again, always worth stocking up on. We do have as well, very handily, the Shimmer Spray Care Kit on the show as well. So tip from the top, if you're getting these, get the Shimmer Spray Care Kit, because what you're going to find with our shimmer sprays, they are so jam-packed full of that mica that naturally you are going to get a bit of a clogged nozzle at times. So with the Shimmer Spray Care Kit, you've got the ability to be able to sort that, because you've got extra bottles, extra nozzles, and your little funnel there as well to dispense into another bottle whilst you clean the one which is potentially clogged. But they are so jam-packed full of, well, I'm trying to think of a word, like shadazzle. I am making up my own words. If you have been disappointed by shimmer sprays before, grab these and you'll be disappointed no longer. But all of these different colours. Have I got a board down here? I don't think I have. I usually do, but I don't. So all your colours, you're going to get your gold dust. This one here is the beautiful sunset bronze. You've got your summer meadow, and then your beautiful iced silver. Then you've got celestial map. Always a fave. I know Leanne was very, very keen on that one. Deep seashell pink. This one is the stunning golden heather. Then you've got your firelight sparker. You've got the royal velvet. And also the, oh, hang on a minute, 2 gold dusts. There's whatever the other yellow one is. It's like sunshine glow or something. Is there? I think that. The one that you haven't got in that. Hi. The one you haven't got is Summer Meadow, I think. There's one in there that you haven't got. Check the website. I ain't got time for this. I'm running out of time. £42.40 or £56.80. We'll find out for you. And good news is, I've just heard in my ear that you can use the NCM Mixed Media code on your Shimmer Spray Care Kit and also on the finger daubers. That's incredible. The finger daubers with 30% off. That will be an absolute steal. If you haven't got those, get them in your basket. And I didn't hear what Nicola said then. What are you doing if you haven't got them? Get them in your basket, use that code and see everything else which is available for you on that section of the website. 30% off selected mixed media with the code NCM Mixed Media. And later on tonight, don't forget we have got our masterclass all about mixed media. So make sure you're in. We'll be seeing more with the masks and of course loads and loads of other hints and tips for you as well. It's going to be amazing. Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? How are you doing? It's not Wednesday. If you're thinking Sheena's in, it's not. It's not. It's Thursday. So we're very excited that Sheena's here on a Thursday and smashing it out of the park. I've got to tell you, if you came into the show today, maybe you saw today's launch, the mask, you saw them on the website, you're thinking, I don't know. Bit complicated, maybe not for me, don't know how I'm going to get the very best out of them. If you've watched the first hour of the show, you're like, wait, what? You've probably bought them already. If you haven't, what are you even doing? Because we are well over a quarter of the stock gone now. People shopping all the time for these. You need them in your life. Simple, easy crafting. Whatever your ability, you're going to get the very best out of these and save this show. If you've picked any of these up, if you've gone for the collection or if you've gone for individuals, save the show and come back because we started very, very easy. And then we've kind of gone through 2, 3, 4 different sort of projects with Sheena, but all very easy and achievable to do. And you're going to create the most beautiful cards with this set. You're getting all 11 for £32 or $48 if you're platinum, as I showed you just before at the top of the hour there. But if you want to go individually as well, of course you can do that. Don't forget, NCM Mixed Media is your code this week as well. So you've got discounts on mixed media items that you'll pick up alongside these to use to get the very best out of them. And as I said, tonight, Masterclass, you will want to be with us live at 5 when we explore more with these and a lot more besides. There is so much coming through as far as comments is concerned and also questions. So let us say hello once again to Sheena. We're going to see some more demos and I'm going to fire some questions at her as well. Sheena, I don't think either of us are surprised to learn just how popular these masks are because, like we've said, you know, they're so versatile and they're so easy to work with, aren't they?
They absolutely are because I'm already going off piste again.
Oh,
we had a plan. I know, we had a plan.
Here we go. Tear the script up.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So I thought we'd go back to show you just the simplest application, the easy peasy, just how easy they are without with 1 or 2 colours of ink. So I'm going to pop this, bear with, I've got this all ready to go, but I'm going to pop that there for a sec. We are going to take the peacock feather, the graceful feather, sorry, not the peacock feather. I've lost this feather.
Lost a feather?
I lost a feather.
Do you want my feather?
I've got it, it's in the bag, it's in the thing.
What do you like?
It's there, on my leg. So what I'm going to do is I've got just a strip of watercolour card here, spare, and I'm going to just pop it on there. So use your stick and spray with a piece of card that you're going to assign as your scrap card. Or if you've got a spray booth, that's even better. So it doesn't go anywhere you don't want it to go. Let the solvent evaporate a little bit and then that becomes now repositionable. And next time you spray it, you shouldn't need much spray on there at all. And I'm going to just pop this on this little scrap of card I had ready. And this wasn't anything I had prepared, but I thought we should do it just so you can see how cool it looks in its most simple form. Right, so I'm going to take some colours. Let me take this, that, and an applicator. And we'll start off with the darker colour. Let's go darker in the middle. So all you're going to do is take your applicator and go over like this. That's it, just like that. Just all your mask is now anchored down. And all I'm doing is I'm going over and over that area just to make sure I've got that blended onto there. Then I'm going to use a little bit of this lighter blue just around there, a little touch. Not much of that, to be honest. It'd probably go straight on with the green now because we'll get a blend of where that is. And then you'll see how cool this looks, but how easy and quick it was to prepare. And then I'll show you the background that I've created using just this in the Gemini with the embossing mat, and how, because they're a thick, heavyweight mylar, you can actually use them like an embossing folder, just for texture. So this, just about done, that's it. That's That's as complicated as it isn't. And it's up to you
Yes.
just how much you want to blend out like that.
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to just simply peel this up like that carefully, because you want to just, you know, be careful that you look after these. We'll talk about cleaning them again later. And then you've got your feather there.
Beautiful.
Like that. And then this is a background I created with the 2 different feathers here.
Okay.
And you can see how, if we put a little bit of ink, a tiny touch of ink, let me see, positive or negative.
So that was run through the Gemini, was it, you said?
That was just put through the Gemini without any colour or anything on there.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring out a little bit of that texture and detail, you could always go over with a little bit of ink in the background, the tiniest touch with a pale colour. And then you've got another card that's almost complete there, just with a little experiment that we did earlier. I'll trim that down, trim this band, put a little bit of a backing on that. And then you've got, again, just with the feathers, another card that wasn't planned, but as it's sitting there, thought might as well have a little look and see what that would, how, you know, you could use that. And then that I'll trim down and we'll mat and layer that on that background. And then you've got a really cool card there. So I'm going to do that really quickly, Ben, if you need to say anything.
Oh, I've got
and then
loads to say. I've got loads to say. Whilst you're doing that, I'll read a few comments and we'll do some questions as well. Like, you know what? There's a few questions we've already chatted about, but we'll answer them again because that's fine. Because we know people like kind of drop in all at different times. Sharon says, Sheena, this is amazing. I'm just starting my papercraft journey and I've yet to get brave with the inks, but I am building my stash ready to dive in. Celie says, thank you, Sheena, for showing the quick dry with the glycerin. You are a star. I bought the glycerin a few weeks ago and then couldn't remember what it was for. Well, now you know, hopefully. Tammy's in from Missouri. Donna Yam says, the care kit is a must. Also watch the Anne's tutorial. So much valuable information. Yes, definitely do check that out. Marisol says, Ben, do you practice your vocal bits or are they just such a part of you they come out naturally? I never practice. I'm all off the cuff. They come out naturally, especially when I'm with someone like Sheena. Donna says, how long will the ink take to dry once you use it with the glycerin? I mean, is it
It takes slightly longer to dry, but you can encourage it with a heat gun if you want, Ben.
Right.
So it does, it does dry though. Yeah, not much longer.
And Angie's just asking, does glycerin work on all types of card, or is there like a specific card or paper that you'd use it on?
Any non-coated card, Right. Even craft card, it'll help inks blend over on a craft card even. So try it on anything. Yeah, for sure.
Does glycerin have a shelf life, asks Deborah Butkus.
You know what, I've had mine for 2 or 3 years because I bought it in bulk. There's a lot of it and it hasn't gone dodgy. So I think you're good. Yeah, you're good.
And Pat says, this may be a stupid question. There are no silly questions. Is there a difference in the material between a mask and the regular stencils?
No, it's the same kind of material. Sometimes you get the mylar, the stuff that you make stencils out of, in lots of different weights.
Yeah.
You know, from thinner for different applications. If you want it to bend and move around things, or you want to stamp within it, you don't want a really thick mylar. But if you want it to be more robust, then thicker. And if you want to emboss with it, you want a heavier weight one there as well. So it just depends what the application is. But it's all the same stuff.
So in that regard, then, there's 2 or 3 people again asking about cleaning. Is it the way we look after our stencils? Do we do the same with the masks?
Exactly the same as you would do that for sure. If you put anything on them like an acrylic based thing, like you know, your glitter paste or anything like that, absolutely just get that off them ASAP, because that's not healthy for anything to leave that on. I have literally struggled to get it off a glass mat when a certain other sparkly Crafter's Companion person has been on the mat before me. I'm just saying, but I'm not bitter.
Don't know who you could be talking about.
Well, it could be Mrs. Robinson. Just saying. If you're thinking glitter, come on. It's like, you know, it's bang to rice, isn't it? You know, it's a fair cop, Gov.
It's a fair cop, Gov. There's so many questions. Lynn says, I ordered vegetable glycerin and they've sent pure glycerin. Will it work the same?
I would think so. I just always thought there was just the one. So yeah, I bet it will. If it's thick and it looks the same, and I bet you're good. I bet you're fine.
Okay. All good stuff. There's loads of love coming through. We're a third of the collection gone, by the way, of what we've got in this show. So you're going to have to be quick. This could be a day where we sell out if it keeps going at this rate. So as quick as you can on that collection. Very, very affordable. And hopefully you're loving all of the demos. This is brilliant.
Well, you know, that was something that wasn't planned, but if you've got things that you just tried out earlier and then you think, oh, okay, that works, that would be put the grit in over there and, you know, hello friend or whatever, the little things there are up here and you've got another card and that's how quick and easy it is. That's how versatile these guys are. Yeah. So that wasn't a planned one, but we'll go back to the plan, shall we?
Yeah.
All right then.
Oh, back on script now, everybody.
Back on script.
Page 52. Open your scripts. Here
Absolutely.
we are.
Yeah. Kind of everyone loses their exactly where we are. Now I did spray one side of this, but it's lost the stickiness. So what I'm going to do, I've got some card cut to size, and we are going to do a cherry blossom, and I want it to come across like this kind of thing on the card here. So I'm actually going to spray the opposite side with some stick and spray.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to pop that on our card. So your multi-purpose card would work, or watercolour card, all good. And we'll stick that just like that. Now, so this one, I want it to be very pale and ethereal looking, like a cherry blossom. I don't want really strong colours with this one. So I'm going to use the duets, but I'm going to use the glycerin with it to make it a lot paler. We're going to use, let me have a look, maybe a bit of Sailor's Wake, a little bit of Midnight, these 4 maximum here. All right, so let's start with the cherry blossom. So let me pop that on there, but you can see that's a really strong pink, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we want it a lot paler. And I'm going to use the little daubers.
Okay.
And also definitely get a little bit of scrap card ready so that you can see how light or dark. So again, you can use your glycerin with your little applicators as well. So we want these to be nice and pale. So can you see how more glycerin and less colour gives us a paler effect? And I'm just going to go in with this little blossom like this.
Yeah.
And just colour them.
So sticking those ink daubers, you can get with the code. So they're normally $24.99. So platinum, you'd be normally what, £20, wouldn't you? So I think my bad maths means you could get them for. Could you get them for 14 quid? I think you could. I think you could get pretty much £10 off those if you're platinum and you use that code today. As you've seen Sheena using them a lot, so they'd be very handy to have. Dawn the Valley says, made myself a Brian sponge. Sheena, you are so like me naming things. Lol. My small vacuum is called Vera the Vacuum. What a genius invention. And Felicity Fletcher says, I've looked at the samples by the talented DT before the show and the colours used were sumptuous, and now I'm mesmerised watching Sheena. I'm going to have to do some purchasing. And Cindy Condi says, Sheena is brilliant. So many hints and tips and ideas, lots of talent and fun. Honestly, we are so lucky to have Sheena.
Oh, thank you. You know what? As long as you want me here, I'm here because I love it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you. Keep saying things like that and I keep getting invited back.
That's it, even though it's not a Wednesday.
More things like that. Yeah, any day, yeah.
It's the,
Who knows? It's like, only me. It could be any day. Oh,
the Sheena lottery. I wonder which day she'll be knocking at the door.
Oh, nobody's safe. Yeah. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Na na. Da 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 da.
Sheena, the revenge.
The revenge. You're going to need a bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger craft room.
Exactly.
Lynn says, these masks are a new addition to my craft stash. Something new to learn, says Lynn. Thank you, CC. A great shout here, Christina Sayer, who says, these masks would be a great accompaniment for the layout collection. Absolutely. They would. Charlene says the cherry blossom's perfect for spring. What are your favourites, friends? Let us know in the comments if you've gone for the collection, or indeed if you've just sort of picked and chosen a few. Which ones do you like the best at home? Let us know in the comments. We think sales-wise the most popular is the dandelions, but you let us know in the comments. Tell producer Nicola if you're wrong. Kath Myers says, or Kathy Myers, I'm shortening your name, Kathy, apologies. Kathy Myers says, do you have to buff after you use glycerin?
No.
No?
No. No.
Nuh-uh.
It's all good. It just it'll just dry. It's water based, so it'll evaporate eventually. If you put a lot of glycerin on, you know, your mix of glycerin to ink is higher.
Yeah.
It looks a bit shiny until it dries, but you can encourage it to dry quicker with your heat gun, and then it dries matte. So what it does, glycerin, the reason you're using it is to do a couple of things. First thing is to thicken the ink a little bit so that it doesn't soak straight into the core of the card. It's going to sit on the surface. And the other thing is it attracts moisture, so it extends the drying time. It makes it dry slower. So that's a perfect thing for blending over the surface of the card. If you didn't do that, what would happen is it would just grab into the core of the card and it's stuck. You know, like when you paint with watercolor or a paint, it just gets into the fibers, and that's it. It's got itself tucked in nicely for the day and for life. Thank you. But this sits it on the surface, so like your blending inks, it makes it into a blending ink basically. So we've got that there now, so that's all kind of diffused around. Could be a bit tidier there. I got a little bit messy in my haste, but I'm going to wipe that up. Then we're going to do the reveal, and then we're going to show you something else you can play with to make it look a little bit different. So that was colouring in again with the daubers and with your blending. But let me just wipe this up, and we'll have a little bit of a different play. So if we reveal that, look at how pretty that is, just like that. Isn't that lovely? I like that just as it is, you know.
Yeah.
But what you can do is you can get your art liners, and depending on which one you want, and then you can start drawing just little bits like this.
Get out of town.
And
look at this.
just make it squiggly and squiggly. Have a few coffees, and it'll be a little bit more squiggly. Like I am really, if I have too many coffees, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you go a bit squiffy?
Yes, I'm really, caffeine really affects me.
Oh.
Yeah. And unfortunately, so does alcohol affect me. If anybody else gets restless legs, just let me know.
After drinking?
Yes, anything to, yeah.
What do you mean by restless legs? When you're just tapping your feet on the floor?
I'm like Michael Flatley of an evening.
Oh yeah.
Feet of flames, Ben.
Really?
Oh, honestly, I
would
tell
love
you.
to see. Someone get Sheena a bottle of wine.
Oh, I tell you what, I would be about 3 stone lighter if I did drink that, and just say, because it literally, if anybody suffers from restless leg, you'll know what I mean. It's like, it's a horrible thing.
What is it, like an involuntary just
involuntary,
movement of your legs,
yeah. I'm on actual meds to try and calm them down, because you literally have been asleep on sitting up. And it's awful. It's horrible. It's like, what, you know, for a woman that doesn't move too much, and then you go to want to sleep when you really don't want to move. Yeah. Horrible thing, yeah.
Dear.
Yeah, nothing quite straightforward, you know. It's like human-ish, Ben.
Yeah.
You know?
Humanish.
Human-like, yeah, with me.
Suzette's says, it's always great to see Sheena in her element. Charlene says, I can watch Sheena all day. And Deborah says, I love them all, but I am leaning towards the cherry blossoms. Oh yeah, we're asking which is your favourite, aren't we? Elizabeth Maldonado says, I love it. We always learn something new. And someone called Maria Cooper has been in.
That one, yeah.
That one there. Hi everyone, from Willow and me in Evesham. Aww. Hi Maria. Hello Willow. Willow.
Oh, she's so cute. You should hear her when I go home, when I get home. It's like,
Oh, see.
yeah, it's like super excited, bless her. So can you see how that's working there? The thing is, what looks better, hold the pen further away, and then you go over the lines again, more scribbly, and it looks more fun that way. Yeah? Just literally have and you see the way I've just created serrated leaves for these little, so you've got the shape of them there, but then just do a little wiggly to make them a little bit. But you've got that to follow. Yeah. And then when you do the wood bit of the stem, this bit down here, do a little bit, think of bark, and then you can maybe do a little bit like this at the, can you see how it looks? See now? You can just have it, and this is a way again, all the things you do in this, you'll be going, well, what? I'm drawing, I'm doing my own thing here. That's like, And this is all just empowering stuff that you're going to have a play with, but the more you're playing, you're actually learning stuff that sometimes can be a bit intimidating, you know?
Yeah.
If you set yourself and put yourself up for that, you go, no, I'm not going to try that. But when you're just playing, it's easy.
Yeah.
Right, and that's basically what you're going to do to continue with that and build that up. And then you can make a gorgeous card like Debbie's created here. And that's, so just continue, ba, 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 and put the little lines in, a little bit more like petal shapes than your lines like this, and use a different, you see how the difference this makes? And then you can also, if you want to get your little white pen in there for a little highlight, and that is another idea that you can do with them.
Amazing. Laurel says, I did pick up the complete collection instead of cherry picking. I really love how easy it is to make a great looking card in such little time. And that's the thing as well with this. I mean, you know, I know people have different budgets and whatnot, but it's nice that, you know, we're not talking about a collection today that's maybe £100 or whatever. £32, $48, hopefully affordable for most. If not, you can cherry pick. But if you can go for the lot, then you know, you've seen, I think, the benefits of getting all of them. And of course, you know, all the different things you're going to be able to do. I just think it's a brilliant, brilliant set, and we are so pleased that you guys are absolutely loving these. If you're looking to kind of get the best out of them, of course, you'll be putting into your basket the other things that Sheena's been using, so things like the pigment ink pads, which we've shown you on a great deal. You've got those ink daubers as well. I don't know why I do that every time, the ink daubers. So those you can put in there with 30% off, of course, don't forget, with NCM Mixed Media, and Duet ink pads, which again are on such a good price today. You're getting all 12 of these for £40 or $60 if you're platinum. Good news is the price is amazing. Bad news, I've just been told in my ear, we only have 27 of these available. So you're saving £21.88 or £32.40 plus your discount. And these are incredible. Your hybrid ink pad, these, aren't they? Your water reactive hybrid based ink pads that you can do so much with, whether you want to blend with these, whether you want to layer with these, whether you want to do some of your kind of spritzing and splashing techniques with these, you can. All of the colours you're going to get, I'll show you the little pad in a minute where we can just sort of just chat around a few different things that you can do. But that is the style that these come in as well. So they come in that sort of more ergonomic design, so they're easier to hold. Easy if you want to take these kind of like straight into your cardstock to do those sort of bigger sweeps of colour. If you need to get into those smaller areas, you've got that teardrop design with these two. But you get 12 colours in total, as you can see on the board, which are your Rosy Apple, Sweet Clementine, your Sunshine Glow, Lemon Meringue, Waterfall, Sailor's Wake, Awakening Forest, Spring Buds, Midnight Mist, Soft Heather, Vintage Merlot, and your Raspberry Ripple. And just a few things here, right? So the technique book, here it is. Just a few techniques that I created. All right. So this one here, quite simple, applying the ink with a blending tool and blending the colours together. So you can do that, very straightforward. I won't go through all of these because we'll be here forever. This one, spritzing or flicking water over the ink. So you've blended the background together, you've splashed or spritzed your water over the top, and then you've heat dried it. This next one is the dragging the ink pad across the surface, dry. Then you apply your different colour, layering and drying in between. So that's the thing I always remember from the launch of these, is that you can add so many different layers, but the drying is the key here. And then finishing off with that, you're just spritzing or flicking water over, and then once again, you are drying. That one's a baby white blend, so you're applying the ink to the card from the pad to the top part of your card, blending it out over the card using a baby white, then you're drying it. Then you're spritzing your water again and you're drying it. That one again is using the baby white. This time you're pouncing. I love that word. You're pouncing on your cardstock. Yeah, so you're laying the colour down on your glass mat for that one, giving it a little spritz, picking up the colour on a baby white which you've scrunched up, and then you're going like that. Like a cat pouncing. Yeah, because cats pounce more. Want some more? This one, picking up your colour on a brayer. We've got a toolkit on the show actually, which includes a brayer. Running across the card, you know, don't do it all in one direction, try in different directions. You then clean the brayer, repeat it with different colours, layer the colours, spritz, flick water over, and dry. I mean, how many more do you want? This one's a smoosh. If you saw the last episode of Moseby's Mix, you saw me having a smoosh. I had a good old smoosh during that show. Not a smooch, a smoosh. Nothing like that on that show. It's a family show. This one, laying colour down on your craft mat or your glass mat, spritzing it with water, and then you basically just get your card on top of the ink, and then you're picking it up, drying it, and then if you want to, you can then do it again. Add the colour down on your glass mat, a little bit of water on top, pick it up again, dry, until you kind of achieve the desired effect. This one, a watercolour wash, just laying the colour onto your glass mat, picking it up with a wet brush, and just doing a wash over background, dry it, and then obviously achieving like the flick or sort of spritz effect with water. Dry again. I mean, there's tons here. That one's using bubble wrap. This one here is lifting the ink through a stencil. This one here, applying the ink through a stencil. There's loads. If we come back to that later on, I'll mark that where we've got to, and then I can show you some more techniques on the little pad later. But we're busy. Very busy, and I'm not surprised. So pick up whatever it is that you think you need to get the very best out of this collection, because I know everyone's going for this, whether you're going for the collection or you're going for individuals and cherry picking. Get those individuals and just put that code in, right? If you can't be bothered to go to the section on the website, if it's mixed media item at checkout, just put in NCM mixed media, and potentially you're going to get 30% off selected items as well. Just put it in, just try, you know the drill. Right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, more of your comments, more of your questions, more great hints and tips with the fantastic Sheena Douglass. But in the meantime, let's find out a little bit more about the one and only Debbie McGiggles.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy, busy, busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. That's, yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating, and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back, everybody. Two things I can't believe. Well, I can believe, but can't believe, if you know what I mean. First thing, how have we only got half an hour left on the show? It's flown over, but we're having fun, so you know the saying. And the other thing, I can't believe but can believe, if you know what I mean, this collection, 40% has gone. It's so busy. It's so busy. And I think that is down to the fact that you've seen, thanks to Sheena, the versatility of this collection. And I think what's most pleasing for me is that a lot of people, if you're more experienced crafter, you look at these and go, they're amazing, I want them in my basket, boom, gone, and you're off on your own little crafty journey because you know exactly what you're doing. But for those people who are a bit scared of this, or those people, you know, who always go, oh, mixed media, it's hard, I never know where to start. I'm seeing lots of comments from people going, oh, okay, well, I didn't think I'd be able to use these, but I've watched Sheena and now I'm feeling like I can do this, I can have a go. And that's what pleases me. So if that is you, if you are that person, well done, you're going to love them. Please make sure when you get these home, as we always say, when you're making cards and projects, tag us. You know, whether you send the pictures into the studio, you can, whether you put them in the Armour Crafters companion group, always tag us because we love to see what you've done. And particularly, you know, again, if you've maybe completely followed one of Sheena's demos and done it like for like, we'd love to see how you came up with what you've got. Kathy says, got this collection, it's beautiful. Wendy says, I love the duet ink pads, love mine, says Charlene. If you want to get those today, only 27 left, don't forget. And Lynette Price says, loving the effect of the art liner, looks beautiful in the frames. And a question on that, Sheena, as we come back to you for some more inspiration from Nee Connie, who says, hello, Sheena and Ben. Hello, I've just come in and I've caught that last make. May I ask you the nib on that fine point pen?
Yes.
Thank you, as always. I love your style, Sheena.
Absolutely. I've got two in front of me, and I like the 0.5 as my kind of go-to.
Yeah.
There's a 0.8 there as well, but I would rather do multi-lines with a 0.5 than one line with the 0.8. So if you use like the 0.5 here, it's finer, but then you can go over again and do little scribblies if you want. And also, little tip is hold the pen further back, and it's not as perfect a line.
Yeah.
If you hold it really close like this, you're going to get really tight, you know, precise control.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look as fun and funky as if you hold it further back, and then you've got a little bit more of a kind of wibbly wobble kind of effect on it. And as I said, if you want to reinforce some of the lines, you can go over again, and it looks really cool by just you know, double kind of lining it, and yeah, and also just have a little play. And you know, there I've gone a little bit off piece there with that, but that doesn't matter because it's my kind of interpretation of it. So I'm going to make that petal come around the top there.
Yeah.
These are going to be like that. So if you do go a little bit off plan, it really doesn't matter because it's your creation, and you can do what you want with it.
Excellent.
And then just carry on like that.
Yeah. Those art liners, of course, the Connie, you can pick this up on the website as well. They come in a 6, don't they, the art liners? Right from like the 0.05 up to your brush nib, so you've got those available. Do check the web and you'll be able to find the collection. Beth says, I need to go to the grocery store, but I'd rather watch Sheena. Do stock up on food, but obviously wait. There's only another, what have we got, 25 minutes, so go then, in the break. And Felicity Fletcher says, I was going to buy a few masks, but I couldn't make up my mind, so I bought the lot. That's the way to go. 40% of the stock gone. Shall we get back to Sheena and let's get mesmerised again? What can we see next?
Well, I'm concerned about people surviving the dems. You know, you need a bit of Kendall mint cake and a foil blanket for my dems. They're quite lengthy, aren't they? You know, you need a survival pack with you.
That's it.
So what I've done, Ben, is I've inked up this background really pretty. I've used the opaque, I used some of the ocean blue, I used the spring meadow, and I used some of the, around the outside, the dark one, where was it? That may have been that. And then I think I went to the water reactive midnight and black to get that drama around the outside.
Very cosmosy.
Very cosmos, very glowy in the centre. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use one of the stencils that we've got on later as a little preview, and I'm going to do this for bleach again with the a baby wipe or a wipe, you know, like a kitchen wipe. Yeah. But just be careful and do this little bit at a time. Don't over wet it, or you'll lose the definition of the pattern. So if it's a little bit wet, best dry it a little bit and take some of the moisture out of it, and then just build it up. And you want it, again, like I said earlier, a little bit random. You don't want it the same intensity of pattern everywhere. I think it looks more interesting if you've got some lighter bits and some darker bits, a little kind of broken effect. yeah, just a suggestion in the background of something going on like that. And just keep checking it, because you think nothing's happened with stencils until you move them and you go, oh, okay, more than I thought, and sometimes more than you wanted. So just keep having a little check in and seeing how it goes. And that now, I'm going to dry that bin, because I want to then pop this. We're going to stamp with the masks. Okay. You can pop a little bit more. In fact, I was going to use my finger on that to put some water on the background, but I'm not. I'm going to use the brush and tap the brush and drop some water on it, because if you do that, you're going to get more control. You're going to get finer droplets where you want them than if you just let the water drop off your finger and splodge it. It just, like, I think you've got a little bit more control on where you want them to go. A little bit of paper on the background. So we've created an interesting background now. So we're building up like more with a mixed media kind of story. And if you want it more on there, we can pop a little bit more like that. And just leave it. It's one of those things, how long do I leave it? And look and see, you can see sometimes the ink being pushed around with the water and creating kind of like a halo effect. And that's when you know you're good to blot that. Right, now I need to dry that quickly, because then we're going to put it through the Gemini, and we're going to impress the image into the card. We're going to emboss and stamp the image at the same time.
Okay. Woohoo! Jill's in North Yorkshire. Jeanette says, just had to check out because I didn't want to miss getting mine. The deals are amazing and amazing ideas. We are over 40% of the stock gone now. You do not want to miss. More people will check out in between shows, and as I say, we'll see these later on too during our Mixed Media Masterclass coming away at 5. That is 1 p.m. Eastern. That is midday Central. That is 10 a.m. Pacific. Look at me times. That will all change again the weekend after next when we spring forward into British summertime. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Dawn says, where's the time gone? I know, it's gone, hasn't it? Hasn't it disappeared? Couple of questions as well, which I've seen, which we'll do in a minute. And Nick Connie says, thank you for the info, Sheena and Ben. I love the fact with this show that they always share inspiration and information to us viewers. That is what we are here for and what we try to do. And certainly you're getting your bang for buck of inspiration today, I tell you what.
Well, you know what? This is what we love. This is what it's all about, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it in a nutshell. So what I'm going to do is let me get myself sorted. I've got a sandwich and I'm going to put through the Gemini, and I've packed it in here. So it's quite a tight sandwich. I've got the base plate, the magnetic, and the shim there, the clear one. And I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to put my card here, right? And on there is going to sit my feather like this.
Okay.
And that's going to look pretty cool. But what I need to do is I need to ink this up, and I need to pop that there, and I need to choose a colour. And really dark. I've got smoked emeralds here. I could go for black even if I wanted even more drama with it. I wonder if I should do black.
Go black.
I'm thinking of doing black.
Yeah.
But I do need opaque, and I don't know if I've got my black opaque here. Bear with, look at that pretty picture. I talked to Ben. I'll be as quick as possible.
Talk to me and look at the pretty picture.
Oh,
yeah, that pretty picture.
Yeah,
Nobody mentioned that Sheena's gone offset to try and find the right ink. We'll just look at that pretty picture.
Sheena's gone.
Look at the pretty picture there. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Look.
Nothing to see here.
What? And here I am back. It was like it didn't happen.
No.
I'm like Paul Daniels.
Yeah, Paul Daniels.
And you can
Thank
be
you,
Debbie McGee.
Yeah.
I like this, not a lot. So we're going to pop that there like that, as we said, right? Back to that. So I'm making sure it's the right weight. Now I've got a couple of colours here. Why not? Let's just go for it. And I'm going to ink this up like that. So I want lots of colour, and I don't care if I'm going to get a bit of green and a bit of purple on there, and it's going to be a bit varied. I'm not bothered, but I just need a lot of ink on this, okay?
Okay.
So if your ink pad's getting a bit dry, use a different one, okay? So pop that there, and then I'm going to go over with that again as well. Water reactive. Oh no. You know how I knew that? You know what? And straight away, did you see though? I stopped it, I got there, and the reason I knew was the water reactive inks are held in a foam, in in a felt and the others are in a foam. So different
Yes.
inks, like different kind of things to hold them there. I'm going to just keep looking at that, pretend nothing's happening.
What? Nothing happening. Look at that
Nothing
card.
to see.
Ooh.
Nothing at all.
Ooh.
Nothing at all. Right, and now, oh, look at that. We've got an opaque colour there. Now, this is what happens when you go a bit off-piste, isn't it? You know, but everything's here. It's just where.
Where?
Tell me you don't do this in your craft room. It's like, yeah, it's here, but where is
I
it?
blame Debbie Fisher because she had a good tidy, didn't she? So if you can't find it,
Yes.
it's because Debbie's tidied up.
It'd be Debbie Fisher.
Yeah.
Debbie Fisher.
What's she
yeah.
like?
Right, and then we're going to pop I'm going to put the metal shim and that in there because I want this to be embossed really quite thoroughly.
Okay.
And your machine should tell you if it's absolutely ridiculous. If it's like you're having a laugh, Sheena, it'll not play. Right,
played
might
though,
make a
isn't
bit
it?
of a noise here, but we are going for drama.
Okay.
And then what we should have, oh, somebody stop me, look at that.
Somebody stop me.
What? Now, I like that as it is, but we're not done, right? Because what I'm going to do, all of this here, I wouldn't waste all of that. I would spritz it, yeah? And pick it up on some card or something and do a little bit of, you know, for a background later. Yeah, just don't waste it. That could be a good sea underwater thing, couldn't it? So you can build on that later. That'll look pretty cool. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't waste anything. And the more you do that, the more texture you're going to get with this and different colours. But careful, if you like a bit, don't go over and over the bit that you like. And know when to quit. I think that's the bit there I'm going to trim and I'm going to use later. But that's fine. And then now I can feel like I can wipe that up. The next thing is we're going to colour this in here.
Okay.
And we can use some bright colours. Let's use the opaque.
Okay.
We'll use the spring meadow. And let's use some of the ocean blue.
Yep.
Was there an Enya song called Ocean Blue or something?
It was called...
There was an ocean something, wasn't there? Caribbean Blue.
Caribbean Blue.
Caribbean Blue, that was
Yeah.
it. That's the one. That's where it keeps coming from. I keep coming back to that every time I say it and I think, why am I hearing Enya?
That was the song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
From Peru to Manu.
Yeah. Hey hoo, fairy hoo.
That was
Yeah,
different to
that's
what was the other one she did? Dun dun dun. Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Yeah, yeah.
What was
That's
that one
the one.
called? Was that just called
Sail Away, is it not?
Oh, was it?
My money would be on Sail Away. I don't
Sail
know.
away. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
It could even be the same song. I don't know. But yeah.
I loved Enya.
Yeah, I liked Enya. Yeah.
But
Don't hear
very
from her much.
relaxing music to
Yes,
chill to.
definitely. A bit dramatic as well, though. I like that. It built a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to add some Enya to my favourite songs playlist later on now.
Yeah, go on then. There you go. Better than the gift earlier, wasn't it? Na 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 na.
One banana, two banana, three banana, four.
4 bananas make a bunch of so many more. It was just sad that I don't even know the lyrics to the Banana Bunch song. That's really needing to get out more, isn't it?
Dear, oh dear.
Dear, oh dear. So, I've got this little bit of damson wine here because I can add that if I want, even though it's water reactive. Again, they'll play nice. It's not as opaque, but on top of these, it's actually sat on top of that. Can you see how it's sat on top of the blue?
Yeah.
It's really popped when I've added that. How are we for time then?
15 apparently.
Oh,
so that leaves you about 13, really. Because I have to do my old spiely, rappy up.
I need to pick up the pace then, don't I?
Well, you're all right. This demo, by the way, is blowing people's minds. Carol says, holy buckets.
Yay, holy buckets.
That was so cool. I'm going to have to rewind and watch that again. And Marion Shipman, shut the front door. That was amazing. Sharon saying this is really cool. Ginger's asking about inks.
Yes.
And she's asked about stencils and also embossing folders. Is there a particular ink that will stain your embossing folder or stencil, or if you're quick to clean them, they won't stain, will they?
Yeah. They can stain. My stencils have stained, but
Right.
you know what? I can live with that, honestly. They just do. They're just strong inks. That's unfortunately the trade-off with a strong, and certain pigments, certain colours, certain dyes just do stain. It's just the nature of them.
Does that then affect the use of them
No,
afterwards?
not at all. Yeah, they clean them, and it doesn't affect the use of them at all.
Do you just have pretty stencils and pretty
They're
embossing
just a bit
folders?
prettier. Like they'll have like a pinky tinge or a, orange ones I used earlier. I've got like a little orange glow to them, but that's okay. I'd rather, it shows that they're well loved and they're well used. Yeah.
Yeah. And are you up for another question not to do with this whilst you're just...
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. Just keep them coming.
Dana's just asking about masking or masket tape. Can you explain how to use it? I have several, but I feel stumped trying to wrap my head around where I would use it, says Dana.
Masking tape.
Masket tape.
You know what? I don't use it that much. I use it if you're stamping. For me, it would be if I'm stamping, like multi-stamping, and I want something to be protected. So what you do with that is you start off with the foreground.
Yeah.
You stamp the thing that you want to be in the front first.
Yeah.
You've got to work back to front, and then you use that masket to mask that main image. So then you go ahead and stamp around it. So everything you then stamp after that,
looks like it's behind it.
it looks like it's behind, and then you remove that tape, and that thing is like pretty much undamaged. It's not. Your masket tape is going to be all kinds of interesting patterns and things, but that's the bit you throw away, and then you use you use another bit next time. But it's protected your stamped image, so that's when I would use it as a stamper.
Nice to sort of build, like if you're building up a scene, isn't it? Or like flowers or foliage and things
Exactly,
like that.
Ben, for sure.
There's so much love coming through. We're so busy. We're over 40%, as I've said, of the collection, heading towards half the stock. It's just a busy show, and it's such a great kit, but you've got so many ideas. I mean, look at this, for goodness sake. I mean, all off a mask.
Yes, exactly. I mean, look at how you're getting value. And again, if you did this with like a stamp, they would be so much more. Look at how much you'd be paying. You'd be paying almost an A5 stamp price for each mask. But look at what we've done with them. We've stamped with them. And if we get to play in the next show, I don't think we'll get to do it this time.
Yeah.
But if our lovely Nicola is in agreement, yeah, she is. She likes it. I'll show you a card that we're going to stamp. We're going to emboss with them as well, a heat emboss with them. I'm going to show you the card we're going to do, because I don't think we'll have time to do it in this hour, but because we've got a little bit more playing to do. So that's what we've got there. Tell you what you can do as well. Should we add a bit of bling to it?
Oh, yeah.
With the shimmers.
Shimmer sprays.
And then we're going to also get one of the pens in the mix as well. So what? We're going full-on jewel-like with this baby here. So what I'm going to do, obviously these sprays are designed to, you give them a good shake. It's a solid in a liquid, so it always will need to be shaken up.
Is that the Celestial Map?
It is. It's gorgeous. But what I'm going to do is just spray it like this, and I'm going to spray the other one is the Summer Meadow, and I'm going to paint with them. So what I need to do is make sure that these are they're shaken well.
Shaken?
Shaken, not stirred.
Not stirred.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to, because I've used these colours in here, and it's up to you how much or little you want to use on here. You can use them like a highlight, or you can colour the whole thing in with them. I'm going more highlight with them.
Yes.
And then... And then you just add a bit of bling. So see how we're using our mixed media. We'll do more of this later.
Yes.
But this is what you can do with them.
That was on the other night, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
And at the start, when that guy tries to get him, and he throws him into the bath, and then the guy reaches for his gun, but Bond throws the lamp into the bath, and the guy gets electrocuted, and he just goes, "Shocking." Positively shocking.
Connery was so cool, wasn't he? Too cool for his own good, Connery.
Too cool for his own good. Yeah, absolutely. Good old Sean. Oh, and I've just been told we have got a mystery bag winner. So if you've commented on the show, stand by. It could be you.
Fantastic. Right, we're nearly there with this peacock feather. Because, you know, peacock feathers, let's just go full on bling, full on colour.
Yeah.
And let's just do it. So the last bit, and I don't know if I've got the right pen out ready or not, but this is the optional extra, again, because we've got so much. I mean, you know, when I came back to Crafters Companion after me wandering, I was like, what? How much stuff is there to play with here now? I was like, well happy. So I'm looking for the finest, which is the 0.7.
Oh, these are on the show tonight, aren't they?
They are. So this is a little snippet of what to get, what we've got coming later. So give them a shake. You need to shake it up because it's a mix that, you hear the ball bearing. That tells you that something in there needs to be mixed up, okay? And then you can come along and just do little highlight bits where you want them here and there, or little kind of, you could do little dots and play with them a little bit more if you want. You could do, it's up to you what you want to do to pattern these guys in, but have fun. It's your creation, and every one you do, you're going to just do something a little bit different with them. I would say use it in moderation. I'm trying to go more for just a highlight here than the whole thing, because and then we'll pick it up and do a little bit, have a look, see what you've got, and then you can always add, or you know, a little bit if you need to, but taking it away is another. And what you'll find is, if you think, oh, I haven't got a steady hand, because you've embossed this, your pen will sit in those little ridges. If you want to you know, keep to the line that you've embossed as well, it kind of guides it. It's like little tram lines that makes the job so much easier.
Yeah. A question.
Yes?
Can you, who was it now? I've lost the thing. Somebody's asking about what plates you used when you put the feather through the machine. If you could recap on that towards the end.
I'll come back to that. I did pack it in, and I was having a word with Lily as well. I said, what do you think? So basically, I pretty much put everything in.
Right.
Yeah, I did.
Everything but the kitchen sink,
I did,
basically.
absolutely. Yeah, it's a fair cop. But, you know, you might want to, I think you could probably do without the metal shim.
Okay.
But you do definitely, absolutely 100% need the embossing one. Yeah, because that's obviously what's going to do the job with that. So you definitely need that there. But, and then it's the key, and you need that. And you need that between the card and the stencil. So let me see what we've got here. We've got that guy there. We're going to stick that onto here, like this. And it's up to you how much more little doodling and things like that you want to do with that. That needs trimming down. I'm going to trim that slightly. Ben, if I can have a clear up, I'll trim it and then stick it, and then you can see what we've done, if that's all right.
Yeah. Absolutely. So many comments coming through. It's brilliant. Every time you think it can't get better, says Marnie, it does. Nobody does it better.
I'm on the Bond theme completely, aren't we? Bit of Carly there, Ben.
Well,
I like a bit of Carly. She's
Carly Simon. She was there. What was their other one? You're so famous.
Yeah, with Mick Jagger doing the backing vocals. Did you know that?
Mick Jagger?
Mick Jagger. If you listen in the background, you hear, you're so fine. In the background, fine, yeah.
Well, I'll have to listen.
Yes, Mick
I've
Jagger.
never noticed him in the background.
Yeah, Mick Jagger.
Owen Bosch says, Dana, what a difference adding those metallic highlights makes. Stunning. Zip says, stunning. And Evelyn says, looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, says Lisa Beecham. And Maricel says, so gorgeous already. Cannot wait to get mine to try exactly this. It's been such an inspirational show. Before we go, in a minute, I'll announce the winner of the bag and also just show you all of the designs that you're going to be getting as well within the Masks collection. I think we are, we'll do a little top up in a minute, but we're pretty much approaching half the stock of the collection gone. So, and it's there's only more going to go over the course of the next few hours. We will, so we agreed then we're going to do more of this in Masterclass, correct? All agreed? Agree? Yes.
I'm happy to do more if that's what, I think there's just so much more playing we can do. Oh, I should show you the one that you definitely want to see. It's a bit of I'll give you a sneaky peek as well.
Oh, okay.
So I was just thinking, if you want to go a little bit with the white pen as well, you can do that. But I'm going to stop there and let me show you what we've done. That's what we've just created. Watch the bling. Look. Boom.
Wow, blooming wee.
So that's painting with our sprays and also a little bit of accents with the pen. That's not quite stuck there. I use a wet glue because this is on a glitter card.
Okay.
So I need a little bit more wet glue. And if you want to see, we definitely need to show you how we do that with them. Look at that.
Wow.
Later. Don't you think? We're on a journey. Not to mention, Ben.
Oh, wait, what? Later?
Later. That's definitely mixed media, so we're good with that. Okay?
Make sure you tune in tonight, live from 5. Looks amazing, says Lynn. Outstanding, says Kathy. Cindy says, how many techniques are on that one card? I absolutely love it. Gorgeous, says Christine Mahoney. Voila, says Nikoni. And who'd say it's handmade? Who'd say it's handmade? I mean, looks like those cards that are ready-made in the store. So beautiful. And this is what you can achieve. Celie says, this has completely mesmerised me. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, talent and creativity, Sheena. Do you want to see all the designs you're going to get again then? And then we'll tell you who's won the bag. That's not a mystery. What's in the bag is a mystery. You'll have to let us know. We have solved the mystery of who's won the bag, and it is... I'll tell you after I've gone through the collection. £32 or $48 for all of these if you're platinum, and the value in this for me is the fact that you can now walk away from this show knowing that you've got your collection and you have got the most unbelievable projects to now try. And how great has this show been? I'm going to put it out there as one of the best of the year so far. I'm doing it because these have been brilliantly demonstrated by Sheena, and I feel like we've all gone on a bit of a journey from something very simplistic as the first demo, as just adding a bit of ink, still looks amazing, to what you've just seen with the last demonstration there and everything in between. You're going away with a wonderful kit, really nicely priced, and you're going away with an armful of things to try out as well. So that, for me, makes this a brilliant show. I think it is a brilliant collection, and there's lots more to come tonight. So if you have bought these, or if you're thinking of picking the collection up, if you're going to buy after the show, do make sure you come back tonight. We are going to be featuring these in that mixed media masterclass. Lots of other goodies as well. So obviously you can't use the code on these. However, there are lots of mixed media items under that NCM mixed media code on the website, and things that you will have seen Sheena use in this show, like, for example, the Daubers, are under that umbrella for the code. So do make sure you check out. And if you're not quite sure what's what, just type that code in anyway. NCM Mixed Media to get yourself 30% off selected mixed media items. Right, the bag. I mean, I don't know why I'm bringing this in, because there's nothing in it, and it's not, that's not... Oh, sorry, I'm doing it because Nicola likes it because it's a great prop. I would say I'd pull the name out of the bag, but I haven't even been that efficient to write the name and put it on the... I tell you what, let me pretend I've written it on this card and that they've put it in there. Do it like the Oscars ceremony. And the winner of the mystery bag... Oh, it needs to be in an envelope, though. Never mind, I'll do it later. And oh no, we're not doing it later, are we? This is only one today. And the winner of the mystery bag is... Pat Demarest on Facebook!
Yay!
Pat, message this email address, ctvprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will get your mystery bag out to you. You just have to go, I won the mystery bag, please can you send it to me? And then we'll send it out to your address, and then you have to tell us, you have to promise you tell us what's in it, because we don't know. Thank you for a fabulous show, Sheena, absolutely blooming marvellous. See you in a couple of hours, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
With more to do, more
Yeah.
fun to be had.
Whoop, whoop. It's going to be more fun with this, more fun with the goodies we've got on the show, and of course with it being a masterclass, it's over to you for the questions. So think of some, and no silly questions. There's no silly questions. Whatever you think you're not sure about, get involved in that show. We'll make it super interactive, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for a great show, everybody. Make sure you check out all of your carts and your baskets. Get this because it's flying about. Half the stock's gone in the launch show. Biz, biz, busy. We'll see you in 2 hours. Bye.